Hello and welcome to Nice Surprise Tarot. Have you noticed that many people are talking lately about the influence of the narcissistic people in their lives, especially people that had narcissistic parents have problems later on in their life? So I prepared some information about the narcissists, their traits, about the connection with the tarot cards, and at the end I have a reading for healing from your narcissistic mom. So let's begin. Narcissism is often misunderstood and overused as a term to describe any unpleasant behavior. But true pathological narcissism is much more severe. Pathological narcissists lack empathy and are emotionally abusive, seeking narcissistic supply from others. Narcissistic supply is a form of psychological addiction where the narcissist requires and even demands limitless special treatment, admiration, importance, or validation to feed their sense of entitlement and self-centeredness. What symbolizes narcissism? Believe that they are superior to others and can only spend time with or be understood by equally special people. Be critical of and look down on people they feel are not important. Expect special favors and expect other people to do what they want without questioning them. Take advantage of others to get what they want. How do I tell if I'm a narcissist? Some of the narcissistic personality disorder traits are a grand sense of self-importance, fantasies about having or deserving, a sense of self-superiority, a need for excessive admiration, a sense of entitlement, exploitative behavior, a lack of empathy, frequent envy. Narcissists can be either grandiose, overt, or covert. Grandiose narcissists are often flashy and boastful, while covert narcissists appear humble but are equally abusive. Despite their appearances, all narcissists are deeply insecure. Some of them can cause you significant harm. The recommended approach to dealing with a narcissist is to go no contact if possible. If not, limited contact strategies can help manage interactions with narcissistic individuals, such as a parent or a co-parent. Can narcissism be cured? There is no cure, but therapy can help. The goal is to build up the person's core self-esteem and foster more realistic expectations of others. Treatment usually centers on talk therapy. Let's move to the tarot cards now. Tarot can depict various aspects of life, including personality traits, emotions, and conditions like depression and anxiety. It can also represent personality disorders such as the narcissistic personality disorder. Starting with the personality traits, we can tell which tarot cards and specific combinations can refer to narcissism. What is the tarot card for manipulation? When the Magician tarot card is presented in an upright position, it is indicative of manifestation, willpower, and resourcefulness. Conversely, when presented in a reversed position, the card speaks of deception, manipulation, and misuse of power. What is the Selfish card in tarot? The Hanged Man. Wisdom, suspicion, judgment, trial, sacrifice, intuition, divination, and prophecy when it is upright. But when it is reversed, selfishness, the crowd, body politic, What tarot card means arrogance? The star means hope and bright prospects when it's upright, but reversed, loss, theft, abandonment. What tarot card represents liars? Seven of Swords. If you pull this card, it isn't the best for proving someone is being honest. This card usually represents a cheater. The Seven of Swords is the card that represents trickery, manipulation, and that is what the narcissist is doing to you. They're never honest, as narcissists are known to lie, cheat, and do what they need to do and get their supply from you or another source. They will shower you with gifts and tell you the things that they know you want to hear. That is the narcissist manipulating you into believing that they really are your soulmate. When reality starts to hit, when they devalue you, you see the narcissist was manipulating you to fall into their trap. That is the perfect example of how Seven of Swords plays out. What is the tarot card for revenge? The Chariot. Rescue, wisdom, but also war, triumph, revenge, trouble. Reversed, riot, quarrel, dispute, litigation, defeat. What tarot card depicts evil? The Devil. Damage, violence, extraordinary efforts, force, fatality. That which is predestined but is not for this reason evil. Reversed, evil, fatality, weakness, unimportance, blindness. What is the Traitor card in tarot cards? The Hanged One, an image of a man being hanged upside down by one ankle. And we must also include the following cards. Page of Cups reversed. The one thing about those who are truly narcissistic is that they stopped developing emotionally in early childhood. That is why they cannot be empathic and understand the needs of others and only focus on their own needs and wants. That is why narcissists are incredibly immature, as they don't know how to manage their emotions. The Page of Cups reversed represents narcissistic behavior. That is someone who is extremely immature and throws tantrums because they are unable to handle hardship emotionally. Knight of Cups reversed. The Knight of Cups upright is a hopeless romantic. However, when the card is in reverse, you have someone who is also romantic, as the narcissist always appears that way at first when they love bomb you. Typically, when a narcissist reels you into their trap, they make it sound like you're their dream partner. You will believe that they are your soulmate. They magically love the things that you love and don't like the things that you dislike. That sounds like heaven. In reality, the reverse Knight of Cups is also incredibly envious, which narcissists are due to their insecurities. Emperor reversed. The Emperor upright is a good leader and someone who is very self-disciplined. He creates order and is a respected leader. The Emperor in reverse, however, can become abusive in regard to power. The reversed Emperor is manipulative but also immature and unable to maintain order and discipline. He is a control freak. Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is the heartbreak card. That is the card that also represents sorrow and depression. You can also see the card is representative of harsh and cutting words. Narcissists are known to throw cutting insults at you that will shake you to your core. They will abandon you at the worst possible time of need. They don't have emotional or compassionate empathy at all. Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords represents the feeling and believing that you attract. However, that does not just apply to how you feel about the narcissist. The narcissists put on a false self as they feel trapped within because they're so deeply insecure and unhappy. They will do whatever they can to avoid introspection. However, at the same time, their refusal to look within keeps them in this imaginary trap. They hurt themselves along with hurting those around them. The Moon. The Moon represents your shadows, fears, and anything that's hidden. You can also say that the Moon represents something fake. Narcissists are extremely fake as they project a false self, which means their true selves remain hidden and they make sure it stays hidden. The arrogant, grandiose narcissist who bragged about his brand new car is hiding his extremely low self-esteem, his failures, his profound insecurities. He is very fearful deep down, but he stays away from that. Now that we learned a little about the narcissists, let's approach to a painful situation of healing from a narcissistic mother. Let me emphasize here that we cannot approach here from a position of judgment. Everybody is doing the best they can with the tools they have at the moment. It is true that we are responsible above all to our own selves to provide emotional support and love that we are missing, but we must understand that the narcissistic parent also needs help and support. Nobody that is aware would hurt other people. People that are not aware will not admit they need help. Everything in its own perfect time. Let's begin with the reading. And let's ask the tarot how to heal from your narcissistic mother. Although many would say that the first thing missing from a narcissistic parent is love and understanding, here I see that the mother you had was not only stingy with love, but also very stingy with money. Thus, she instilled in you the feeling of scarcity from an early age. Now that you're an adult, you may or may not be aware of this, but you give to everyone around you and always cut on the things for yourself, thus showing to your subconscious mind and to your inner child that you're not enough, that you're not worthy of material goods. People around you get used to being treated that way, and they sometimes even forget that you exist. Start by putting the best piece of food on your plate. I know it is difficult for you to do that now, but if you do it consistently, you will eventually start to feel good about it. But please, do not stop here. Go to events. Sit on the best table. Buy the best of what you can afford. Make yourself a priority. People may protest at first, but gradually they will get used to it. You deserve the best on this earth. And of course, she always knows the best. She will lead the way, especially if you had a father who accepted that without a word. You didn't know any other way. God forbid if your father was the same like her. Here come arguments and fights. You were not even able to suggest what you prefer. And after a while, you get used to being told, doing what she wants. Because she knows the best. Why would you even think? She will think for you. She knows what is the best for you and for everyone else in the house. Later on, the life will put you in so many times in position to make a decision, and it just doesn't work. You don't know what to do. Most probably you call her and ask her for opinion. And how nice, you have the same opinion. No, my dear, you don't have any. Your inner child stopped protesting long time ago. No wonder you're full of anxieties and fears. Sometimes you don't even know who you really are. That, on the other hand, makes you a perfect match for a narcissistic partners and friends for that matter. And here they are. Of course, you see them and treat them as a soulmate from heaven. After all, you don't know any better. This is what you have around you most of your life. Although I can generally say that in the business context, one tends to become a perfectionist because that is the only way to please your narcissistic mom. Here I see the major arcana card of Temperance, and this is actually good. Temperance tells you to be patient and not to jump at the first opportunity, meaning you may find something better later on. You're careful to practice moderation in relation to money, maintain the balance, and build your savings up at a steady pace rather than take risks with money or make risky investments. You need to create boundaries in order to protect yourself. You need to give yourself a lot of love and affection and delete from your life envious and mean people. You need to learn to look at the people opposite way of what you used to do for so long. You give your heart to anyone who seems loving and friendly. Of course, you need love. You must learn to test people to show you they're really what they claim they are. As we already mentioned, some people are fake and they do lie. You may have developed a victim mentality. You may fight and argue a lot with people, and some of you may even enjoy a good revenge to those that hurt you. Remember that only people who were hurt themselves hurt other people. Next time, have the responsibility of protecting yourself rather than thinking of how to revenge. That is also a nasty poison for your soul. And the worst of all, your narcissistic mother taught you that you cannot decide yourself what is good for you. She didn't even let you recognize who you are. She looked at you as a part of herself and could not understand that you are a separate entity and have your own qualities and needs. Thus, later in life, you could not achieve balance. You're trying to find and maintain a balance between various areas of your life. Very often, you may be working on 2 or more projects at once and need to put them into balance. No wonder you have no idea what you really want yourself. Start a journal, my dear, and write down whenever you can the best daily. What you want in your life. As we all heard before, it can go like this. If the money were not a problem, I would like to have the following. Then you talk about your love, so romantic life, your money and career, your health, social life, spirituality, etc. You can always help yourself. And if you believe that you cannot, then ask for help. Only brave people are capable of asking for help. And that is exactly who you are. A brave soul. And that's all for today from Nice Surprise Tarot. Thank you for being here. If you liked the video, please subscribe and ring the bell, and I will see you soon. Ciao!